Last night I had some chicken nuggets around 9 o'clock. I watched a documentary on dinosaurs on Netflix, and then I was in bed by 10. Zero fucks were given. I could not care less. Greetings and Happy New Year to you all. It's New Year's Day today and I'm working. I'm working on New Year's Day because basically this is the topic of the video. I fucking hate New Year's. Does anyone else out there just hate New Year's? Like, if you went out last night on New Year's, you went to a party, you went out and you done something and you really enjoyed yourself, all power to you. I love the fact that you're enjoying yourself and having fun, but I've never liked New Year's. Even when I was in my 20s, I never liked New Year's. This overwhelming pressure that you have to go and do something on New Year's. You know, even more so now in the social media world where everyone's out, they're posting pictures, telling the world how amazing their life is and how great a time they're having, and you're stuck at home and you're thinking, oh God, I wish my life was that fun. I wish I had as many friends as that person. I wish I was going to parties like that person. Do you know what? If you felt like that yesterday, don't. Fuck 'em. Who gives a shit? Honestly, this overwhelming pressure that you have to do something on New Year's. Don't care. Who cares? Who cares about them? And to be honest, we know what social media does. You know, it's a reflection of the highlights and the best time of that evening anyway. You've seen it. You've seen couples in a restaurant sitting there looking a bit miserable, probably on their phone. And then one of them gets their phone out, takes a selfie and big smiles, and then back to disappointing, a little bit dull. That's what you're getting through social media. That's what you're seeing through the lens of people's lives. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. If you were thinking last night, oh, you know, looking at people going out, having fun, don't care about these assholes. Who cares? Who gives a shit? Now, don't get me wrong. I love beer. Beer is one of the greatest things in the world. I absolutely love beer. I love going out and drinking beer. I love going out and drinking beer with friends. And I love going to parties and restaurants and having fun and having a joke. But I don't feel like I have to have this overwhelming pressure to go out on the one night, which is the worst day to go out anyway. I'll go out any night of the week. I'll have a great time. Why do I want to go out on the one night where every single bar is charging door entry to get in? Every single bar is absolutely rammed. I mean, I'm trying to figure out where I'm going here. I'm not used to this road in Seaford. I need to carry on. Every single bar is rammed. You have to pay a fortune for a taxi to get back. What's the point? I'll just go out on another night where I can enjoy myself so much more. I just really don't get this overwhelming pressure to have to do something on New Year's. And if you spent it at home, all power to you. Now, New Year's for me, what I found is more like a personal thing for me. New Year's, like I enjoy. Like, my wife was doing a 12-hour shift at the hospital yesterday. My son was working all day yesterday, so I was sat at home on my own. I had a couple of drinks, and you know, I just I take the time to reflect on life just over the last year. You know, what things did I do well? What things did I enjoy? And I always do a New Year's resolutions. The point is not to stick stridently to these resolutions, because that never happens. But I just take the time to reflect on my life over the year and just think what things would improve going forward, going over the next year. What things could I improve in life? And I jot them down, and usually I do sort of about 5 or 6. And last year I managed to keep 2 of them pretty well. That's a good start. You know, that's it. Because, you know, we can't strive for perfection in life. You know, it's easy to examine what would make our lives better. You know, it's easy to examine and go, oh, if only I ate healthier. You know, if I exercised more, if I gave up drinking, if I gave up smoking. You know, it's easy. It's easy, isn't it, to analyse these things? And that's what I've done yesterday. Actually putting them into fruition is much more difficult. And, you know, if you can put a list of about 5 together and achieve at least one. My one last year was sorting out the garden, which I'd done a video of, and more daily exercise. and I managed to keep to those. And you know, if you can keep to them, fantastic. But yeah, New Year's, I don't know about you guys, but I've just it's just, oh, I love Christmas. Christmas I love. You know, Christmas Eve I spend with my wife's family. My wife is from the Philippines. We have her mum cooks amazing Filipino food. We all get together with her side of the family, and I love Christmas Eve. And then on Christmas Day I spend time with my side of the family, and we have a traditional roast, and I see my nieces and the kids, and it's just a couple of days to spend time with family. I get the best of both worlds. Who could not love that? Filipino food on Christmas Eve and traditional English roast on Christmas Day. How can you not love that? And I just love, you know, I'm not a Christian, I'm an atheist, you know, but I think the majority of people in this country deal with Christmas the same way. It's just time to spend with family. We're not really religious anymore, and that's what Christmas is. It's just that time to spend with family, and it's nice, and we can show our appreciation, our love for each other by giving us a gift. But New Year's, I just never got on with it. Like I say, it's more of a personal thing for me. Last night I had some chicken nuggets around 9 o'clock. I watched a documentary on dinosaurs on Netflix, and then I was in bed by 10. 0 fucks were given. I could not care less. I could not care less. And you know, this, like I say, this overwhelming thing that we have to do something on New Year's, and it puts so much pressure on people, and people get, you know, stressed and anxiety over seeing people, and if they are sitting at home on their own, they do get depressed. A lot of people get depressed, and they feel like they, you know, I don't have enough friends. Don't go out enough. Wish I was out. I wish I don't stress. Don't worry about it. If those are your aims, to maybe socialise more and go out more, don't put so much pressure on one day. You can do that over the course of the year. In a couple of weeks' time, you know, find a decent time where you can go out with friends. Don't put so much pressure on New Year's, and maybe do what I do. Like I say, New Year's Eve for me is a personal thing where I reflect personally on my life, and I like the emphasis on New Year's Day. Today is New Year's Day. I'm doing a few jobs this morning, but later on, me and my wife, we're going to go for a walk along the seafront, probably grab some lunch in town, and then grab a pint, and then we will both reflect on the year together. You know, what have we got to look forward to this year? What have we done in the last year? You know, there's so much pressure on an evening. And I'll finish with this. This is the final thought of the day. I'll finish with this. This represents the different stages in life, where I went for a run along Brighton seafront this morning, quite early, about 8 o'clock. And as I was running along Brighton seafront, the Volks nightclub was still pumping out some music. People were still giving it some and partying outside, and that was like the two mirrors of two different lives right there, which I found quite interesting. I'm running past, they're partying, but fair play to them. Like I said, you know, that's how I started the video. If you went out last night and you thoroughly enjoyed yourself and you love New Year's Eve, all power to you. But for me, I just think there's way too much pressure put on it, and I think it's hard, and people feel the pressure, and it's never a good time for mental health around this time of year. And if you're feeling it, just don't worry. It doesn't matter. New Year's Eve does not matter. Till next time, if you enjoyed the video, click a like, and if you haven't subscribed, you can subscribe up top. There should be another video. You can check that out as well. Take care. Happy New Year.